Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Serena, and in today's video we're going to be sewing up a shirtwaist dress. This is not like one that I've made yet, so I'm really excited to tackle it. If you're interested in seeing how I sew up this dress, go ahead and like and subscribe. And now let's get into the video. Today we're going to be sewing up Simplicity 2504. This is from the late 50s, early 60s, and the materials you need will be listed on the right. Starting off strong, we're jumping right into the center front seam. I'm using a French seam for this. I try to use French seams as much as possible, and I'm using a really pretty cotton that I picked up from Fine Fabrics a while back. I should probably film a haul. I'm not usually a fan of a center front seam, and I prefer for it to be cut on the folds, but I've been noticing over the years that this is a kind of design feature that I've noticed on some 40s patterns and then again in the 60s. I've gotten used to the look and have learned to appreciate how I'm able to kind of date the look of a pattern based off of some of the design features. So the center front seam stays. As you can see, I am no longer in the Thesewrena studio, so that groovy mushroom pattern that we've grown to love is no more because I officially sold my house and now I'm searching for a new home. And so the location of my sewing will probably change a bit, much like over the summer, but I want to get back into making consistent videos, and that will be much easier now that I'm not traveling back and forth to my house. Most of my usual sewing machines are currently in storage, so I'll be using some more sewing machines which I've fallen in love with. I switch between using this electric blue one and a green one that I just recently acquired. Same machine, just different color. This machine does not have seam markings on the stitch plate, so I'll be using the seam guide to help with sewing everything at a 5/8 seam allowance, and it also really helps with keeping a nice straight stitch as well. My life has been quite chaotic lately, and it's finally bleeding into my work, which I absolutely hate. So I am looking forward to the point where I can be making my content regularly again. I am maintaining somewhat of a steady upload schedule when it comes to short form content, and so I'm looking forward to being able to get back to my long form sewing. Although I haven't been able to really tackle long form sewing projects either while moving, but now that I am kind of moved, at least into storage units, I can start focusing on sewing again. I just have to be a little bit better with organizing and things of that nature since I am literally working out of a storage unit. But if you're interested in hearing more details on the back end of my life, a little bit of the behind the scenes of Thesewrena, you can check out my Life During Divorce series that I have going on over on Patreon. You can find the links in the description. I would absolutely love to have you. So this dress took much longer than it ever should have. I feel like I've made similar dresses or even more complicated dresses in a short amount of time, but of course I was extremely busy, so I kept putting it to the back burner. I did have to make some alterations to this pattern, which these are typical alterations for me. The top or the bodice of this dress is very blousy. However, because I always have to make a sway back adjustment, it would have been extra blousy on me, and I wanted to cut back on some of that. I didn't want to completely alter the design to where it was super fitted. I just didn't want to have like 5 extra inches of fabric hanging off the back. So I did do a sway back adjustment on this pattern. I was also hoping that if it turned out the way that I intended, it would be a part of a more casual wardrobe for me. I think because closet space is limited while I'm looking for my own space, I wanted to have more like a daily wear outfit. And I figured if this sewed up really nicely, I would just make a couple of these in different materials, especially since it has 3 different sleeve options. It has a short sleeve with a cuff, has a quarter length sleeve with a cuff, and then it also has a sleeveless option. I am currently feeling like I've done so much and not enough at the same time. I've been sewing a lot in the background, but a lot of it has been like palette cleanser sewing projects, sewing just to keep my mind clear, which I feel like works best when I'm sewing craft projects as opposed to garment construction, because now I am so much more finicky about the fit of things that I don't get to mindlessly sew as much when I sew garments. So I've been making like sewing machine covers and chair covers and just random things to eat up some of the scrap, keep my hands and mind busy as I go through such a difficult time. Because this dress took me so long to complete, it no longer fits like the color palette for the season, I guess. It's definitely spring now. So my mind is full blown pastel yellows, pinks, light blues, mint greens. And I finished this the week before spring. So while I absolutely adore this piece, I can't imagine that I'll be reaching for it too much, except for when fall comes around again. But it is very lightweight cotton, so I think it is still very suitable for the weather. It's just not fitting the color scheme that I would like to wear now that everything's starting to bloom again. We all know that I love a shirtwaist dress, so I kind of want to compare this to one of my favorites. I've made so many, and I've always said that my favorite shirtwaist patterns don't require any zippers, just the buttons and then a placket in the front. Because this is probably one of my first, I think they call it a slenderette shirtwaist dress, it has to have a zipper on the side seam, and so I had a really hard time looking at like my local Walmart now that Joann's is not available and Michael's to find a zipper that would match this fabric, because I guess everyone's shopping there now, so the options are a lot more slim than usual. And I would have loved if this was one of my standard shirtwaists that don't require a zipper, because I have plenty of buttons in my stash, even with a lot of it being like in storage somewhere. I still have a ton of buttons, and I spent way more time than I would like trying to locate a zipper that would work for this dress. There was a lot of easing in this pattern, and I feel like I did struggle a bit with easing a sleeve, which it's been a very long time since I could say that I've struggled with easing a sleeve. I don't know if it's just because my mind was too busy, I wasn't paying enough attention, I have no idea, but I had to redo the easing of the sleeve more than once, and that hasn't happened in years. And so, yeah, I really think that things are really starting to get to me now. And I'm hoping that now that I'm finally officially moved, things will get a little bit better, because it's starting to affect the way that I work and the way that I sew. All in all, I do absolutely adore this dress. I think it will look really pretty in a solid color. I'm looking forward to getting some really nice linens to make this dress in. And if I do, stay tuned for some of those videos, possibly just short videos on that, since I've already made a full-length video. Thank you guys so much for your patience and sticking around while I figure out my new normal. I truly appreciate it. I can't thank you enough. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking this video, leaving me a comment down below, and subscribing to my channel. Also, giving it a share. It's the best free way to support me. If you would like to support me any further, you can leave me a virtual tip over on Ko-fi or become a bobbin over on Patreon. We would absolutely love to have you. I upload a lot of exclusive personal videos over there, as well as sneak peeks. See you in the next one. Bye!